Hey, greetings, Blade fans. OG Blade Reviews back with you once again. Forgot to put my logo in there, but there it is. And once again, I'm on the disassembly mat here from the good folks at Lyman. Now, I bought that. When I say good folks, they didn't give this to me. It's from a local gun shop. Lyman's great reloading supply place and gear for disassembly, sights, scopes, all good kinds of stuff. Been around a million years. Anyway, the good folks, this time we're kind of promoing just a bit. LEX Custom International, Alexander over there from his Etsy shop, sent me some scales for my Hogue Deka V2 in CPM Magna Cut with these sort of crappy blue polymer scales. We're going to change that, and we're going to install today, possibly in different segments as I need to, these in there snugly, made in Sweden, okay? So I'm not going to bash any countries today. We've got Swedish-made scales, and these are burnt bronze Cerakoted. Their Cerakote apparently is applied very accurately in a coat that's thin enough to keep the dimensions accurate while at the same time giving a lot of wear resistance, apparently. I know there's competitive coatings out there, but they're using Cerakote. I know Microtech uses Cerakote, and they seem to do a really excellent job. This pattern is pretty much the same across all of their knife scales. Previously, I did the Microtech Sting Ram Lock, and it turned out fantastically with kind of a raw polished bead blast scales for that one. So this is the first time from them that I've received the Cerakote ones. I should also be getting in some MSI scales, and they have told me, Alexander has told me that eventually, maybe within the next 6 months or so, they're actually going to have titanium scales for the Microtech Amphibian. How about that? But we're going to take the Hogue out of the box. This Hogue, since I got it, has received almost zero carry, still in its nice little teeny pouch here. And there it is in all of its blazing blue glory. I checked out the body screws and the pivot screw. They're all T8. And I'm using the WIA bits, which seem to be extremely accurate. I'm using a handle here, T-handle. It's kind of neat that I got on Amazon with a ratchet, and kind of comes apart so that you can, use these handles in all different fashions. I'm going to keep it in kind of a T-handle that's convenient for me because it allows me to use the ratchet. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Alexander said he included a couple spare barrel spacers, probably of a different size than we have here. He said because the fit very often with these is all over the place. That's been his experience. So I've got some different barrel spacers. I haven't checked the dimensions on those. One thing I did check is that this Deka, as it stands now, is 2.08 ounces, quite light. We're going to see what it weighs once we put the titanium on. I'm expecting to be a bit heavier after that, so that's why I weighed it before. And what I'm going to do is take this scale off in case I have any trouble. I don't want to go on and on and on fumbling in front of you. I'm going to take this scale off, then we're going to put one scale on, going to flip it over on the other side and do the same thing, and we'll see what the fit is for the barrel spacers. So with the miracle of video editing, this will seem seamless to you, although things may jump around on the table from this clip to the next. Be back in a moment. Here we are with the scale off of the left side of the knife. One thing I did notice, which is a good thing, is that ambidextrous tapped screw holes on both handle sides for the LEX Custom International Scales. Okay, so I am going to place this for now. There's your Omega spring. Nothing popped out. That's good. We'll see if these barrel spacers are going to be adequate or if we need to swap those out. So looking good. I'm going to put a few screws back in on that side and obviously leave the pivot out so that I can remove the scale from the other side. Okay, gang, needed to get my my awl out, push out that pivot pin, which is in there very snug. That's actually a good thing. I like it when the tolerances are tight. I've left the barrel spacers in, attached from the left side of the knife. That's what we got. This is going to go here like that. Seems to fit pretty well. I'm not going to lift it up and turn it. Well, maybe I can. Should I? Should I not? It seems like the barrel spacers are where they need to be. So I'm going to get that pivot back in from the left side, and at the very least, give you that much for the next segment. And I'll be back in a moment. Well, boys and girls, we're back. How to use a little plastic mallet action, how to use a little awl. My southern friends say awl. I say oil, all the same. And we're going to put in the body screws, assuming that that's seated correctly. I believe it is. And we'll be back with you on that. Okay, gang. Took a little fidgeting. First time for me actually taking apart a lock bar or Omega spring knife. It's could swing a little more freely. I'm going to, it was never really broken in to start with. But let's show you what we got. Really nice. Let's get the old blue scales out of the way there. We're going to put the clip on in a sec. There it is. Really beautiful burnt bronze. There's the Elishewitz designed Warncliffe razor sharp Magna Cut blade. And we'll stick the clip on here. I'm going to put it on the right side because that's where I carry. So spare you that nonsense, and I'll come back in a sec when it is on. Okay, blade gang. We didn't even need the spare barrel spacers. These were fine. Worked out well on both sides. Alignment, dead center. And everything's cinched up nice and tight. Clip is on. One thing that Hogue did that's sort of strange is that you've got to sort of angle your bit to get it into that top screw. That's not a thing with the scales. That's a thing with the clip, and the fact that they should have maybe cut that slot open just a little higher. I don't know. It was small thing. No worries. Feels great in the hand. The bronze Cerakote grip pattern feels really good. One thing we're going to do that I said we would is not turn the light out. See what she weighs. So I said 2.08 ounces with the FRN scales. And we're at 3.9 ounces. So it gained, almost 2 Yeah, almost 2 ounces. Wow, that's wild. So these guys weigh next to nothing. I mean, they're like paper. So you are going to pick up more of a solid feeling with this little knife. You may like that. You may not, but still, since it's under 4 ounces, I don't think we can complain. What do we have in grams for you gram guys? 110.75 grams. So there it is, the Hogue Deka V2 with the really fantastic LEX Custom International Titanium grip, Cerakoted burnt bronze, as I've been saying a million times. Don't forget to check out LEX, and this is them. I will leave you the links to the LEX custom shop on Etsy, run by Alexander, and a 15% discount code that will take the $105 and take 15% off of that for you. So a little closer to like 88 bucks or so, if my math is halfway decent. Be well. Take care. Right over here, my logo. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back with you soon.